Hey guys, it's Miss Kent and I am back. It's been a long time, but I'm excited. It's 2023. I think it's been over 11 months since I uploaded my last video. I'm not even going to explain to you what has gone on because it would be nothing but excuses. But I do plan on being more consistent, and I wanted to start off the new year with talking to you all and seeing how you all are doing. So it is 5/22 on January the 2nd. We're back at work. Some teachers or some school districts had another day off, and it was so funny because I thought I was off today. And I'm just texting all my little teacher friends talking about, girl, we off tomorrow. And it was like, Miss Kent, we got to work. And I was like, work? But the schedule says that we're off. So what happened was I looked at the schedule because before I looked at the old schedule. So they did a revision of our schedule. So originally we were supposed to get off like June 20 something, and they switched it to June 9th. And because they switched the schedule, then therefore we are no longer off. They took some of our holidays away. But I can say today was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I had lots of energy. I think I was really well rested from that 2-week break. So teachers really do need to reset. I stayed in the bed a lot of the times just doing things that I love to do. I didn't do any schoolwork because I had just decided that it wasn't that important. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I did in my mind, is that it's not that important, okay? So my co-teacher and I, we just jumped back in like it was nothing. We're currently tutoring. We have one student left, but she's working independently. I also started my dry January, and you all know what that means, so we'll see how that goes. And we're also doing pretty much the Daniel fast, but no meat, no alcohol, no junk food. So we're going to take it day by day. We're not going to stress. So what I want to discuss with you all today is that our school district is on a 4x4. And so on January 30th, we'll get a new set of kids. So our kids do state testing. No. Our students have state testing the 16th through the 20th. So our first block will test on the 17th, the second block on the 18th, and the third block is on the 19th. So I really wanted to talk to teachers about data-driven instruction. You really need to look at your data to determine where your students are at and where you're going. And you're going to have to customize that data. You can't just generically give assignments to kids, because my co-teacher informed me today that a couple of our kids couldn't read graphs, or some of the kids needed help on radicals. And so what we did, which might be hard for you to see, is created a link in our planner that allowed us to document our students. So I'm gonna try to just hold it up to the camera because it's not really that serious. But we just created a little sheet in our planner, and we also had the students write their names of what they were working on, how many problems they were getting through, so that we could be accountable for our actions. And that's what I tell my students. I try to teach them accountability. So that seems to be working well for us. Also, I have created some sheets where we'll be tiering our students, which is what I'm getting ready to do now. So each one of those, it's probably not a square, rectangle, is set up for each block. And so we'll have their last mock test. I'm really not going to go back to the other tests. We're going to go back to their last mock test, and we're going to look at the data, okay? So our test is 55 questions for the state of Virginia. I am an Algebra 1 teacher in the state of Virginia. I'm at an inner city high school. And so we gave a mock test on December the 13th. So on December the 13th, and we're going to just take a quick look at my data. Block 1, there are 26 kids in the class. Now, the state says we have to have 70% of our kids pass, but I have 4 kids in our block 1 that's not going to make it. They have learning disabilities. They're not able to complete the class. They really have been placed in this class, I guess, to see if they could get a high school diploma, but there might have to be some alternatives given to those students. Okay, so those students excluded, that's 4 out of the 26. And then the rest of the kids took the mock test, and we had 19 kids pass. If you really subtract those 4, that's really out of 22 kids that met the cut score. That's not bad. And then a couple of kids were suspended. We have over 4 kids that's on expulsion, what I call it expulsion, but it's paneled is a new term, where they will possibly be removed from our school and put in an alternative school for fighting, drugs, whatever the case may be. And I usually don't even try to figure out what they did because it's just ridiculous. That's just another whole story, another video for another time. So 19 out of 22. Now, those 4 that's in my class are going to count against me. But when I look at true data, when I look at the kids that's capable, 19 out of 22 is what I'm counting. Because I counted about 4 kids that they just not going to make it. I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm saying that because they haven't worked one problem all school year. And parents were notified. We're just not even going to get into that. All right, block 2. And why I'm going through this, because teachers, you really do need to sit down and go through your data. All right, so block 2, how many kids is in this class? 25 kids in this class. 3 kids are chronically absent. I haven't seen those kids in months. So we're going to subtract that. So we're at 22 kids again. 17 kids hit the cut score. 17 kids hit the cut score. And we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids didn't take the test. Is that right? I think, hold on 1 minute, I have a phone call. Hello? Hey. Where are you at? You know we don't work tonight. That's what they told me. Yeah, I'm going to send... Yeah, I'll send somebody up. No problem. No problem. Can you go open the door for Miss Sessions? She's at the, yeah, just at the front door where y'all come in the buses. You'll get there faster than me. All right, so back to what I was saying. I don't know, this data's a little off for me. Let's look at this again. We're on block 2. It's 25 kids in the class. I think I did some subtractions of my own on that. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kids. I might have subtracted my chronically absent kids. I might need to check on that number. But 17 kids, I have 17 out of 25. I think I need to relook at that data. 17 kids. Oh, here we go. I already have it. 3 kids I put NA, which means they don't come to school. 11 kids fail. And then 9, 10, 11, 12.
Only 15 people finished the test in 75.
Oh, you know what I did? I think I set that as a goal. So my goal was 17 out of 25, but 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 passed. Out of how many? 15? So 13 out of 15. We're working on this. That's what we're doing. We're sitting here. We're applying out our data. But my goal was 17 out of 25. I felt like 17 kids could pass. So that's what that original goal was. But 13 out of 15. And then first block, let's take a look. That might have been my goal too.
You got 13 out of 15.
On second block,
For the, is that the mock as well or the interim?
I'm on the. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that's the mock. Okay.
No, this the interim. Because the interim test, I counted all that passed, so I got 12. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How much you got?
Okay. 11. Yeah. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 11.
11 out of 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 11 out of 15. And the goal is 17 out of 25. And we have a lot of kids in second block that didn't actually finish the test. So that's why I'm going to tier the kids so I can put them in their right spots. And then third block. So tomorrow, I guess we extended the test. Those kids need to finish that interim test and not do the new assignment that my co-teacher's here, we tutor together. And so she's helping me with the data and keeping me on track. I need all the help I can get with this notes. All right, so the goal for third block is 17 out of 24. So again, let's recap what I was doing. I'm just putting some numbers out there. I'm just taking y'all along with me on my process. So I'm looking at the mock test, and the goal for first block is 19 out of 26. But we have 15 that passed so far, and then 9 of them didn't make the cut score. Okay? Second block, we have 17 out of 25 is the goal. And don't forget, we got chronic absent kids who not going to be able to pass. We had 11 kids that passed, but we need to get it up to 17. Okay? Now, if the kids don't show up, their data doesn't count against us. And then the third block, our goal is 17 out of 24. And we had 13 kids that passed so far, and then 8 are below the cut score. And 4, we got NA, which means they don't come, they not working. You know, it's hard for a teacher to say, you know, what do you do? But when you call the parents, when you have talked to the student, the only other thing to do is to keep praying. And then I'm not being funny, I'm being serious. I'm praying. And I'm really trying to learn how to deal with kids because I'm an older teacher, okay? I'm 51 years old. And so the era that I grew up in was a little bit different. So I'm literally reading a book on motivation, how to help kids walk in their purpose and understand what they're here for. And the book is called You Owe You, right? And it's by Eric Thomas. And one of the things that it said was a lot of times we're telling kids what they need to do. You need to go to college. You need to do this. You need to do that. But nobody asks the children what they want to do. Now, sometimes you probably need to encourage them to let them know that what they want to do is not going to pay the bills. Okay? And that's a judgment call per situation, because some kids I've had in the past tell me all they want to do is work at McDonald's or Walmart, paying pretty good right now, but I don't know if you can pay bills on that. I mean, even $15, $16, $17 is not enough to pay bills anymore. I couldn't live off of that. Now, if their lifestyle is conducive to $17 an hour, and I'm not putting nobody down because times are hard, but I'm saying, is that where you end up, or that's what you're shooting for? That's the question. What are you aiming for? I wouldn't aim for the lower, I would work at Walmart. I would clean bathrooms. I would do what I had to do to provide for my family. But that's not what I'm aiming for. That's not the end goal, right? So do they have a dream? Do they have a goal? I don't know. Write down in the comments how you handle that. Kids with no goals, no purpose, don't know what they want to do. What are we doing as educators? Why are you even a teacher? Well, I want to know. Because I have people that I've talked to, I don't think teaching for them. Because it's not easy. Teaching is really, really not easy. So I just want to jump on here, let you know that I'm working this data out today, that I'm going to try to vlog. I'm definitely going to be doing some planning this year. And I hope that you'll come along with me. So, until the next one, your favorite teacher says, have a good night.